Have you ever looked at your life and wondered, is there really a purpose to all of this? When things don't go as planned, it's easy to feel forgotten, misplaced, or even abandoned. But today, I want to remind you of a timeless truth. God has a plan for you. Yes, you. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. This verse isn't just poetic, it's personal. God is speaking directly to people who were in exile, far from home, and full of questions. They had lost everything familiar. They weren't in a palace, they were in pain. But God tells them, even here, even now, I have a plan. And that's the same voice speaking to you today. Your confusion does not cancel His calling. You may not understand the why, but God has already written the what's next. His plans are not random. They are redemptive, even if they unfold in silence. Let's be honest. There are seasons where life just doesn't make sense. The door you prayed for never opened. The thing you thought God promised fell apart. You ask, why, God? And the sky stays quiet. But hear this. Silence is not absence. Delay is not denial. And pain is not proof that God has no plan. In fact, the seasons that make the least sense often carry the deepest transformation. What feels like a setback might be God slowing you down for something greater. You don't need all the answers. You just need to know who holds the blueprint. Trusting God's plan also means trusting His timing, and that's not easy. We live in a world of instant everything, fast food, fast answers, fast fixes. But God works in eternal rhythms. Think of a farmer planting seeds. He doesn't dig them up the next day to see if they've grown. He waits, he waters, he trusts, because he knows growth happens in silence. Maybe you're in the soil season, hidden, buried, unseen. But you're not forgotten. God is building roots before the fruit. And when the time is right, your life will bloom exactly as He designed. Let me tell you about Joseph. He had dreams from God, big ones. But life took a painful turn. His brothers betrayed him. He was thrown into a pit, sold as a slave, falsely accused and imprisoned. If anyone had a right to say, God forgot me, it was Joseph. But God hadn't abandoned him. He was aligning everything. The betrayal, a path to Egypt. The prison, a step toward the palace. Years later, Joseph looked back and said, what you meant for evil, God meant for good. Genesis 50:20. That's not just a Bible story. That's your story too. God can turn your pain into a platform, your wounds into wisdom. You are being shaped for something sacred. Close your eyes for a moment. Let go of the chaos. Forget the deadlines, the regrets, the what-ifs. Now imagine God leaning close to whisper something just for you. My precious child, I see your weariness. I hear the silent tears at night. I know you're wondering if I still have a plan. And the answer is yes. Even in your waiting, I am working. Even in your pain, I am planting purpose. Let His voice become louder than your fear. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to trust the one who already has. Let this be your reminder today. You are not a mistake. You are not just drifting through life. You are deeply known, intentionally created, and eternally loved. God doesn't write useless stories. He doesn't waste pain. Every moment in your journey matters, especially the ones you don't understand yet. So hold on, not to your own strength, but to His promises. Hope is not gone. It's growing underground. And when the time is right, it will rise. Your story is still being written. And with God as the author, the best pages are still to come. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Let's keep walking together, one promise at a time.